Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we got to talk about it. Will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial future? Financial survival. Number two, the question, and I want to hear your answer. Does it matter? It looks like it's going to be a Trump Harris showdown. Will that matter for you in your financial future? Because the clock is ticking. T minus 3 years for you to make $200,000 or more, or have assets, and a lot of them that are going to be able to pay your bills. You have to get them now. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for being here. And please share the video because you never know who's out here that needs a little help. Financial survival. Number two, financial independence. Need a little bit of motivation. You just never know where this conversation is going to go tonight. But we're going to start it off with, will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial future? Let me know what you're thinking. Your financial freedom is on the line. Your financial survival is on the line, but you're going to need a backstop, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about it tonight. And down below in the description box, it's open to everybody. This is the No Guru Zone. We have a lot of people here who are investors, who are business owners, business investors as well, and real estate investors in the house, stock market investors in the house. And so therefore, you can pick people's brains by asking questions. We may get to the answers before you ask the question, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you smash the like button, as I've suggested already. Laverne Penix is here. Mr. Cool is in the house first. That's right. He is Mr. Cool in this YouTube street. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name, which I humbly appreciate. And he's an investor, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and saw the trailer. That's one person tonight. I want to hear from you. I want everybody to chime in. Make sure you smash that like button. Where's my poll? I need a poll out here for when you can smash the like button. Just say yes. Nonetheless, I thank everybody. Even people on Instagram are in the house nowadays on the live stream. Now, Victor Marrero, another investor, real estate, business, and a retiree just a week or so ago. He's about to be Mr. Worldwide. So you got to love it, ladies and gentlemen. He put his plan together, and so it will not matter to him. I'll just tell you right now, it's not going to matter to him or Laverne Penix who the president is. Why? Because they have assets and they have revenues and things coming in. So therefore, no problem. That is where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, if you're still younger, meaning 20, 30, 40, 45, maybe even 50, you're going to have a problem. Because if you haven't already put yourself in place to have passive income or streams of income coming in, there will be a problem in 3 years. Why will there be? Stay tuned, because I have to welcome Victor Marrero to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with that icon I humbly appreciate. And he says, hello, all. Let's do this is his tagline. That's what we do. We help you out, ladies and gentlemen. And again, make use of the chat room if you decide there's no cost like they do here in the YouTube streets. We don't charge. Just ask the question. We try to help you. All right. And join our social media. I rarely mention this. Down below at the very bottom of the description box on the YouTube channel and the podcast channels, you will find Discord, Instagram, a bunch of things. I can't even keep track. TikTok, everywhere you want to be. Pinterest, everywhere. There's like 8 places that you can find. Stop struggling now. So just letting you know, we're not a one-trick pony. And everybody on iHeart, Spotify, Amazon, podcasts, everywhere. And there's like 10 other places. One of these days, I'll have to give a shout out to all the places that people are listening on the podcast. So I thank you so much out there. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, let's get down to business, shall we? The business at hand. Eric says it doesn't matter who the president is. Why? Because Eric says it matters what the Federal Reserve is doing. That is the most important barometer. Based on what they're doing, you now can understand how everything else is going to shake out. But I'm going to get a little deeper this evening because it is Money Making Monday. And otherwise, you see it, F average, B legendary. And how can you do that? Because if you know what the future is going to be, there's variables, or the likelihood of what the future will be, then that means you can start making the deals you need to make now. If you think artificial intelligence is going to be big time, which it is, then maybe you figure out how you can be involved in the artificial intelligence side of things. So what do? We do InstaVid AI. That's one of our little startup situations here with our friend Oscar. You can search the channel for InstaVid AI and check it out. All right. So just letting you know, here we go. NASDAQ came back with a vengeance today. We need a president pro-business growth, the mom and pop businesses that create jobs. Yeah. But here's the thing. Here is the major thing for me. So Victor Marrero says a general thing like this. So pro-business and growth. Okay. So pro-business and growth kind of goes hand in hand. So that means there's going to be employees being hired, right? So I'm just going to go with some numbers. So since we're talking about presidents, we have a President Biden. Over the last 4 years, because 4 years is coming up, well, no, 3.5 years, he has the most jobs created of any president in quite a while. So with that said, then it lends itself to say pro-business wise, since there's more jobs, that means there's more business then, correct? All right. But because the Federal Reserve raised interest rates and people who want to borrow, like the Small Business Administration or any other type of loans to get their business going, they may have a little bit harder time. So it's a twofold effect, in my opinion. The mom and pop businesses that create jobs that he adds at the end of this is very, very important because people are under the assumption, unfortunately, that places like what I'm about to say now, let's call it the car industry, the automobile industry. People are under the impression that automobile industry, technology industry, things of that nature are the most employee-based businesses. Now, quite naturally, if we're talking about auto and tech, you have thousands of people employed, not millions. You could have millions altogether, but what Victor Marrero is saying right here, the mom and pop businesses, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that is where the jobs are. The bulk of jobs are on mom and pop businesses. So now I'm going to get into something that I talked about on Friday. So now, if my mom's and pop businesses, think about it. Some of you are watching this right now, listening to this on podcast right now, and you have a business. What does your business look like if all of a sudden somebody says your cost that you're buying items for goes up 50% next week because I feel a certain way as a president? If a president does that, that affects mom and pop businesses. Mom and pop businesses are the ones that are 9 out of 10 go out of business in 1 year. It's high risk. You have to deal with employees. You have to deal with people who don't want to show up to work some of these days. You have to deal with something I never heard of until I hung out in Florida called a call off. I was like, what is that? I never even heard of such a thing where people can have a job 2 or 3 or 4 hours before their job, just call up and say, hey, I'm not coming in today. I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, what? I said, I've never heard of such a thing. Where I come from, you call up 3 or 4 hours before you coming into work. All right. Hey, I got an emergency. I can't come in. I got a sick day. Can I use it? Okay, that might work. But calling up just to say, I don't feel kind of good today. I'll see you tomorrow. Every job might go, okay, that's cool, even in where I come from. But doing that like it's normal, calling up 3 or 4 days later, talking about, hey, man, I'm calling off. It's 4 hours before work. I don't think I'm coming in today. And you still going to have a job? I've never heard of such a thing. But my point I'm trying to make is our industries are not based on a standard because there can't be a standard. So therefore, when you want unions, I have to go with the pro-union guys. So I say, just like Victor Morel says, mom and pop businesses, but mom and pop businesses can't afford unions. Why? Because they got to usually pay most of insurances. You're going to have vacation days. You're going to have sick days. Mom and pop businesses can't afford to pay the insurances for that situation, nor do they want to pay for your health care, if they even give health care at all. So now how do you make everything mesh, even if you were running a country? How are you going to make all this work? When businesses don't want to pay their employees top dollar and maybe can't afford it, and the employees are working for the business and getting screwed, so to speak. Because if you don't have livable wages, you're getting screwed. That's why you have 70% of the population living paycheck to paycheck, because your wages have to go up. How are your wages going to go up? This problem is not going to go away. Now, here's what we can talk about today, because it looks like I have somebody on here that left something on. Okay, I'm going to have to do some things here. Let me get my phone. I see right now we have to do some house cleaning, as I'm going to call it shortly. All right. I opened up another line that I normally don't, but it's okay. We'll get this handled shortly. Do not click on those links. And actually, I don't know why that's in here. But what I was about to get to, ladies and gentlemen, will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial freedom? It does. It does. And only from a certain standpoint of what you're trying to implement. Because from a business standpoint, you can't have your wholesale prices rising. So if you can say wholesale prices rising, you're good, right? I'll listen to anybody that has anything to say in the comment section. All right. Victor Marrero talked about this right here, pro-business. So here is and I guess I'll have to say by party lines. So unfortunately, when somebody says pro-business, in reality, in a capitalist system, a president is always pro-business. All right? Just straight across the board. It doesn't matter. But that's not the problem. The problem is when you have, and I'll use some old Roman language, plebeian, plebes, the workers that work for the upper class who used to walk out. That's right. When the rich dudes were acting like, we don't need nobody, all the plebes would leave. So what we call a strike today, oh, no, it was no strike. It was we're all leaving. So what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, imagine everybody tomorrow said, we don't get paid enough. So all the people that do every job, no matter what, the fast foods, the Starbucks, the housekeeping, everybody rolls out, leaves all the rich dudes to fend for themselves to do the damn work. That's what they used to do. Now, with that little history lesson, let me get back to the business at hand. So when you're pro-business, you have to be pro-employee at the same time. So how do you leave minimum wage at $7 or $8 or $9 or $10? Right? But in a capitalist system, you're working against giving people more because that takes away from the company profit. So you want to know what's coming next is the thing that they started implementing more and more of. And unfortunately, I have to say it like it is because this is history. This is truth. Starting in the I'll start it off in the 1980, Reagan, and he called it trickle-down theory. That's only a theory, but it's BS. Because here's how this works. Money does never flow down. It flows up because the people who have the companies and corporations that build and they have workers that build things, they sell it in mass. So the people that work are the buyers. So the money funnels up to the owners of the companies, corporations. They're still going to flow up. So when he came with this trickle-down theory, which was all BS, just so he could do what? Anybody. Tax cuts, tax breaks, and you know who pays for those tax cuts that now puts a big old zero? Somebody's got to pay for those. And guess who gets the tax cuts and tax breaks that's going to give them a big deal? I'll put it to you another way. If somebody has to pay tax on $10 million, and then you, who only earned $50,000 a year, has to pay tax, your tax may only be $15,000. The person that has the $10 million of profit, he has to pay probably, let's call it $4 million. But when you give somebody tax cuts, they may not be paying $4 million. They may be paying $2 million. Who's going to pay that other $2 million? Well, since you only paid $15,000, how many more $50,000 a year employees make up that $2 million? Taxpayer. So you see, that is not a good thing. So all I'm going to say is that on one hand will be pro-business. On the other hand, that is not good for you, the tax-paying citizens, because you're covering that tax that we just lost that they should have paid. So when we talk pro-business, pro-growth, when you do that, then all of a sudden we have a problem. We have a big problem, because how long can you do that and for how much? See, that's the big kicker. Is this going to end up being 500 billion, 1 trillion, 2 trillion? And the people that are working are going to have to pay some of that. That's a problem. So now you have to either have the pro-business side of it, and you're going to have to screw your workers, because now you're not going to turn around and say, hey, man, you know what? We made all this extra money and you deserve a raise. How about an extra $50 an hour? We made billions. That's not going to happen. See, that's the problem. So your wages are suppressed below what they should be. And I have news for you. In 3 years or less, you, depending on who the president is, you got a problem. You're going to have to make over 150 annually. And I don't mean $150. We're talking about 150,000. There's some people right now going, already made that. Well, that's good, because you better be buying some dividend stocks, some real estate, whatever else assets you can get your hands on, because they're going to balloon. Now, that's just one side of the fence. Let's just say no tax cuts, no tax breaks, no nothing. How about the other side of the coin that I've been talking about lately? How about the other side? When the Federal Reserve reduces their interest rate T minus 45 days. That would turn into pro-business as well. Why? Because the millionaire, billionaires, Wall Street crowd, they're going to start borrowing money, and they're going to buy their own stocks to make it look like there's a bull run on the stock market. So no matter who's the president, you're going to win if you bought stocks. But as in the first illustration, I use Reagan, and you do tax cuts and tax breaks, you are going to hurt the middle class, because the middle class has to pay for all those taxes that we're not going to get. So you're going to have to take your pick. The bull run, where massive increase in everything, seeming like money's falling out the sky, or you're going to slow roll it, where we just go with the Federal Reserve doing what Federal Reserve does, reduce their interest rate and kind of get the economy going on an upward tilt until we get down to that 3.5, 4%, 3.5, 3% interest rate, where things start doing the crescendo, right? Everybody's buying something, because $1 million house now is only $4,000 a month only. Whereas right now, $1 million house is like 7-8 G's a month. So see, a lot more people can afford $4,000 a month, but still you have to make 120, 130, 150,000. I mean, either way, you still got to be in that ball game. But either way, we're going to do this. No matter which person is president, everything's going to cost more, because we're in the capitalist system. All right, let me see what else we got here. We got Mr. De La Cruz in the house. Another investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. The big dog is in the house with the icon next to his name. Let's see what he's got to say. Good evening, SSN Nation. Kamala has been like Casper, the friendly ghost, for the past 4 years. Hey, man, VP's always supposed to be the friendly ghost. That's what their job is. Nobody really knows what the VP does unless somebody makes an announcement. So that doesn't really matter, no matter what VP there is. In fact, Biden's, not Biden, we know who Obama's VP was. Most people would. Do you know who Bush's VP was? Do you know who Clinton's VP was? Do you know which George Bush 1's VP was? Do you know who's Reagan's VP was? See? Right? People are going to have to Google. But the point is, that won't matter. It does not matter, because as long as the Federal Reserve is going to reduce interest rates, doesn't matter who the president is. It matters who you are. So, Mr. De La Cruz has bought real estate. Yeah, I know it's on the island, Dominican Republic. Some people would say, okay, it's slowing down. Well, okay, I'll tell you it's slowing down. Why is it slowing down? I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion. Because when it's burning, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, pre-construction, hot market, a lot of people were buying. Just like in America, in order to keep a housing market hot to hotter, you have things such as this. I bought a house in 2019. I'm using this as an example. And let's just say it was $250,000. And because of tax cuts by the Federal Reserve, interest rate deduction by the Federal Reserve, and tax cut by the new president, we have a skyrocket. Home prices, that $250,000 house is somehow $500,000. Just like that, seemingly overnight. We have a pandemic. Lots of people staying home. But for whatever reason, housing prices going up 20%. Crazy. But here's the kicker. Those homes that went from 250 to 500 to 600, that meant somebody has $300,000 in equity. So now people could say, oh, I think I want to refi. Give me about 200,000. And I'm going to go buy something else from somewhere else. So now that fuels a buying spree, a buying frenzy all over the planet. Because interest rates are only 3.5, 2.9. So everybody could get in the fun. So now with our little island, people were over there having fun, buying. But then the thing happens where all of a sudden the Federal Reserve has to say, I'm sorry, guys, this stuff is burning too hot out here. We got to slow the roll because the prices are skyrocketing, where inflation is rising. We better stop it. So over the last year and a half, 2 years, they said, we got to slow it up. Well, slowing it up and raising the interest rate also means nobody's refining, because now it costs an arm and a leg and prices did not increase rapidly. So now the party's over where somebody says, I'm going to snatch 200, 300,000 and go buy another real estate property to fuel what they need. And I'm not going to go to the DR and go buy some other real estate over there, buy me a pre-construction project. So all of that comes into play because now the other side of the fence in our beloved DR means if projects aren't complete, you can't do what you do in America. Even if the project is completed, because we have somebody here right now that has bought something for, I'll just give a roundabout number, 200,000. It's going to be worth 400,000. But there's one little problem in the DR. You're not going to be able to go over there and refi. Unlike in America, you would be able to refi damn near instantly. You'd be able to tap into that $200,000 equity and use that to go get yourself a business, go get yourself into something, another asset, buy a business that has profits being generated. No problema, right? So that is the difference between now and then. Good evening is this tagline, SSN Nation. That's correct. She was Ghost. Has to be. All of them are. Mr. De La Cruz, the middle class tax cut is looking great based on the suggestions from one of the parties. Mr. De La Cruz says the middle class, there's no tax cut coming. Don't do it. First of all, okay, let me explain something. When everybody was out here going, yeah, rah, rah, shish kumbah for the checks. What were those? Stimulus checks, right? And everybody here in the SSN Nation knows what I was saying. I said, just give them back. Don't do it. Stop. Who do you think paid for that? The middle class. And how did you pay for it is the question. See, that's the problem. You don't realize something has to cost more in order to get that repaid. You paid for it. It wasn't a handout. All right? You paid for it. And guess what? All of us who have businesses and we have tax write-offs, because if you have a business, you have a greater chance of writing off taxes, so you lower your tax liabilities. If you don't have a business and you have a W-2, I'm sorry. You're going to have to pay more taxes. You just don't know when. It's going to be in 3 or 4 years later. So 2024, 2025, you're going to pay more tax to cover that BS from 3-4 years ago. All right? That's how it works. You just didn't pay attention. So no, you can't do that. Just remember one thing. Anybody talking about tax cuts, Mr. De La Cruz, that means you're cutting off tax revenues. So how are you going to replace it? See, that's the question. So if you start really thinking about it, how are you going to replace it? Who's the only people that they can tap the money from? Because as a business owner, as you very well know, I'm going to pay less taxes than a person on W-2. Because you're not going to be able to say, oh, in 2025 and 2026, you're going to pay for those tax cuts. So we're going to increase the tax rate. That's great. But I own businesses, so you're not increasing nothing. You own stock. You sell your stock after 1 year, you owe 15% capital gains. So that's the difference that people don't realize. It's all good and gravy right now or next year, but you're not realizing when they write the bill, they're talking about 4 years later, 5 years later, where they recoup it. So you're going to lose on several fronts because that tax cut also put more money in your pocket or our collectively ordinary citizens' pockets. And our ordinary citizens with that extra money, what are most doing? Buying liabilities. Because as you guys know here in the SSN Nation, F average, be legendary has to do with you better be buying assets, not liabilities. Just to clarify, we have new people here. Liabilities is when I give money for something, like a car. I go buy a car. The car goes down in value. That's a liability. Unless I buy a Lamborghini, 3 of them made or something crazy, right? That's exceptions. But when most people buy an affordable vehicle. Those go down in value as soon as you drive off the lot, so you don't really want to buy a new car, but okay. So now you're paying for it. So those liabilities are not assets. You buy a house, that's not an asset. It has to go up for it to be an asset, but you're paying for it. An asset pays you. You give it money, like a Yieldmax ETF dividend fund, while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while you're being like Victor Marrero going Mr. Worldwide, like you're being Mr. De La Cruz searching the island for some new real estate. You're making money. You don't have to worry about it. That's what an asset is. Asset, dividends from stocks, asset. You own real estate. You own a commercial building and people rent from you. And every month you get a check from your property manager and that's profit. You use that profit to pay liabilities. That's what you want to do. I wish school taught every kid this from 10 years old, 8 years old, because by the time they are freaking 15, 16, 17, they would know exactly what they need to do instead of going out here listening to the old school method to make sure you're strapped with debt. Go to school, get a job, get a house. All those things are liabilities that they just named to make sure that you're in debt. Because as you know, if some of you went to college, you know what happens, those pop-up tents, as soon as you get there day one. Hey, we got these for you. Come sign up. Sign up for these, right? Come sign up. Already in debt with school. Then they're getting you on the credit card. Then you get out of school. Now you have debt for school on credit cards. Sure, you might have great credit. Sure, great, fine. Now you go and get a job. Then you find out the job. Wait, you mean I don't get paid $150,000? Wait, what do you mean I'm only going to get paid 75 G's? Now, damn, I can't get a house right now. And in your head, you're thinking, I can't get a house right now. But you should have been thinking, I can't get a business right now. I can't buy into a business right now. So think about it reverse. So everybody who's watching this, who's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, school does matter, but not to the extent of in our era, it puts you behind the 8 ball in a lot of situations because the amount that they're going to pay you as an employee is not what you may receive unless you go to, are you going to Yale, Stanford, Berkeley? I mean, come on, MIT, Harvard, Princeton, or any other school. Any big, large school that has a great rating is great, but because of the competition, you don't know what your wage is really going to be. Now, if you're in a specialized industry like robotics, AI, EV, solar panels, something along those lines, you're going to get paid. Technical. If you're going to be, if you want to be a plumber, AC heating, a doctor, well, hey, man, you got 10, 12 years. All of this matters, right? But that has nothing to do with the presidency, just what I just talked about for the last 10 minutes. It's all based on you. So let's get back to, does it matter who the president is? All right. So, Mr. De La Cruz, you should not be proud. No American should be proud of a tax cut, because guess what? The middle class pays it. And if you doubt, 4 or 5 years ago, I told people at that time the middle class is going to be wiped out in our lifetime. And sure enough, it happened. 70% of the population is living paycheck to paycheck. That's them wiped out. That's the middle class. So as soon as they move this up 10%, which it will be, because the Federal Reserve is about to pull the trigger, the upper middle class is going to be wiped out. So now you're going to be an upper middle class. 150, 200,000 is going to have to be your annual revenue, just so you're going to live comfortably like your great grandparents did, on 20 G's annually. Some of you may not know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to go from like 1950s. Maybe you don't know, you used to be able to buy houses for 10,000, 5,000. Maybe you don't know in the 1960s homes were 10,000, 13, 14,000. Maybe you don't know in the early 70s, same thing. Yeah, I know they weren't making 20 G's a year, 30 G's a year. That's about it. But see, that 20, 30 G's a year is way more now than what it was then. And you don't make the same as they did, unfortunately, on average. All right. So just keep this in mind. So where do you think this is going? It's going to go bad. So that's why we're sitting here talking right now. Will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial future? I think it comes down to allowing the lower people to keep more of their earned income. There we go. Victor Marrero, you got to be president. That's what we're talking about right now. There we go. But see, here's the problem. How do you get them to keep more earned income, Victor Marrero? I'm going to read more, but here's the question. If you're president, how are you going to do it? So number one, Mr. De La Cruz already said it. Somebody's going to go, hey, you know what? We can get them more earned income if we cut the taxes. But we ain't going to tell them they're going to have to pay that and more back 3 years or 4 years from now. So do you really want to go that route? Screw the people? Nah, not really. So then what else can we do? Okay, so another guy would say, okay, we got to get the wages up. Now the business guys are, wages? Whoa. We can't pay higher wages. That's the bulk of our cost for our business. We can't give these guys another $5 per hour. We can't give them livable wages. Do you know how much apartments cost these days? We can't let these guys get like 6 G's a month, 7 G's a month from us. We're mom and pops. So that's where the problem comes in. We're in a capitalist system. And so we could have presidents who believe in two different things, which has happened. So how do we get the earned income money up is the biggest problem. So now we call in, hey guys, we need our workers to get paid more. And then the business is against it. They're like, we can't afford it. We'll have to go out of business. So now you have two different things working against the workers. That is you, ordinary citizens. All right. I agree with the fixed tax rate for everyone and the elimination of redundancy of regulation is good for the store. Oh, Victor Marrero came with solutions. I like this right here. I agree with the fixed tax rate for everyone. Victor Marrero. See this one right here, ladies and gentlemen. This right here. Some would argue, if they're the president, that if you go with this fixed tax rate for everyone, then they say prices would go up. That's what they say. I don't know. I know a little bit about it, but I won't get into it just yet. And the elimination of redundancy of regulations, this right here is a problem as well. The reason why it's a problem is Victor Marrero and a lot of other people have been fortunate enough to go to different countries. And what a lot of Americans who never leave America do not know is because of the regulations in America, they allow you to consume, use products on your skin, and in other countries, those products are banned because of the ingredients in them. You heard me. Products that are in the USA products, because of our lack of regulations, are killing Americans. I know. So see, all the things for a capitalist system to thrive, we've talked about damn near 5 things right now. If you're president, this is what they have to go through. Okay, we don't do the regulations. We allow you to kill our citizens when the rest of the world won't even let us sell our products to them. See, this is the other thing that they don't tell you. America has products that they can't sell around the world. So you know what that means? That means your companies have to sell that product inside USA or to another country that doesn't give a damn about their citizens. So then now you've restricted how much you can sell of the product. It's not worldwide. So now that puts pressure on your business to maintain profit when you can't sell and expand who you can sell to. We're in business. F average, we got to be legendary. I can only sell to 500,000 people because I can't sell outside of the USA. That's my customer base, 500,000 people. Some people may, not like my product next year. Now my base is going down and I can't sell in the EU zone because of stuff in the product. I can't sell in Asia because of stuff in the product. I can't sell in South America for stuff in the product, but I can sell in Panama, right? I can't sell in the DR. DR has regulations. It's crazy. So this is the problem right here. So you're now losing market share, so your business can't expand, so you have to export. If you can't export, then your business is going to die. Every business has to be international. You can't just sell to USA customers. Every country has to be able to export. All right? So make sure I'm doing another level that I normally talk about, but this is the situation. Good for stores. So stores are almost going to, I just can't see what's going to happen here with stores 3 years from now. I just think stores is like, they're going to be wiped out damn near. You're only going to have, I think, let me know what you guys think. I think you're only going to have those big box. I don't mean big box. What I mean is the Costco's, the Sam's Clubs. You're going to have the Walmart. I think they're going to be the ones surviving the best. Mom and pops are about to get screwed. And the reason I say this is because there is no environment to make it easy for moms and pops businesses, because mom and pop businesses, their advertising budget is only X amount. The amount they can pay employees is slim to none. Their profit margins are razor thin. And that is a problem. So they're going to start drying up. No matter who the president is, it's going to dry up. There's just no way around it. It's already been, everything's been going down a path. And unfortunately, nobody ever wanted to clean it up. And that path now is leading to a bridge. And that bridge is about to, we don't know if somebody's going to come to the rescue or what's going to happen, but it's going to be a problem. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. Mo Better, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Another investor's in the house. And he says, what's up, SSN family, is his tagline. What's up, E? You know it's another Money Making Monday, man. Smashing the like button on the way in. The like button all the way in. Let's make America great again. Yo, hey, hold on. Wait, America's not already great? Hold on. The only place in the world where everybody comes and can be anything they want to be as long as they work hard? What the hell? Ah, man, I thought it was already a good thing. Where else can I go? Land and be like, can I get a job over here and I'll work for $5 an hour just to get my foot in the door because my family needs food? And after I put in good work, I can get promoted. I can get a job. I'm not in a class system like in some of those Asian countries. South American countries where, you know, my family, they staying with this range? What do you mean? All right, don't even let me start with this Make America Great Again, because I don't know what was so great about slavery or Jim Crow. I don't know what was so great about none of that. And that was only like 50 years ago, the Jim Crow stuff. So I don't know what that means. All right, Mo, you got to cut out the jokes, man. I don't know what that Make America Great Again. All I know is if the stock market is all-time record highs and it's doubled in the last 4 years, I think that's making America great again for everybody. Ooh, nobody can stop me. I can buy stocks. They double. I get an ETF program that gives me 9, 10, 15, 20, 30% annual returns. I think that's making America great. And no restrictions, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. Nobody's stopping me, but as long as I have disposable income to invest. That's what I like. I think I like that. I don't know about this make a great again. We're having a renaissance right now. Stock market has doubled in the last 3 years. Come on now. And now the Federal Reserve, no matter who the president is about to reduce the interest rates. So now, no matter who the president is, it's going to be a boom on the stock market. It's going to be a boom in the real estate market, a boom in business, a boom across the world. That's what's going to happen, because when America sneezes, the rest of the world gets a cold. That's how it works. So if America's on fire, the rest of the world gets on fire. So it seems like everybody's winning. It's like the musical chairs. Until you're not. Until there's a recession. Until there's something. So now we have to monitor whoever wins the presidency. It depends on what they do other than what the Federal Reserve does. That's going to be the kicker right there. But I love what Victor Marrero was talking about, because those are the problems. Those 3 things he talked about is differing things based on the administration who's going to take over. They're going to attack it differently, but attacking it differently is detrimental to the working class. That's the problem. One side is going to be detrimental to the working class. The other side is trying to avoid detriment to the working class. But by avoiding the detriment to the working class, now you're going to hurt mom and pop businesses. It's a catch-22. It's a capitalist society. But that's why, as an American citizen, or if you're hanging in America, you have to be innovative. You can't do the same thing you did 30 years. You can't generally do just 30 years in a row of the same thing. Technology advancements, a lot of things happen over a 30-year period here in America. So that's one of the hardest things. And as businesses shrink, businesses innovate, they need new employees that know what's happening. So like right now, if you're younger, you should be learning about artificial intelligence. Obviously, probably are. You should be learning about robotics. I mentioned that. Solar panels and efficiency on batteries like EV or hydrogen or something. You could be in the forefront, and you'll be the one getting the $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 job early on. After it, while it's ramping up, right? All right, agree. Hulk killed it. Smash the like button at Victor. All right, Brian P. Mr. Dividend is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. You've joined our friends on Instagram, Enrique, Millions, Jada LeBlanc. They're all in on Instagram as well. So I thank you so much for being here. And again, Eric, he says his tagline, I hope all is well with you. Yes, it is. Hello, SSN family. Smash that like button. That's right. Another one piece to the like button. If you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. The chat room is open. Let me know what you guys are thinking about here. Brian P., Mr. Dividend. He's Mr. Dividend, which we go to Yield Max ETFs. Man, we getting some more dividends this week, aren't we? I know we are. From the let me try to think. ORC, PSEC, all these guys, those are not Yield Max ETFs. All right, let me slow down. Stocks that have dividends over 10%, or let's just go with about 10%. JEPI, JEPQ. That's JP Morgan funds. So you guys, they're safe. Let's go a little more safe. ET, right? Mr. Dividends here, so I'll say his favorite, ET. ET is an energy company. How about 8%? You like 8%? 8%. That's not risky. That's pretty good. Now, let's go with high risk. Just go to YieldMax ETFs. Just go with that. Why? Because let's call it this. No matter who the president is, the stock market is still going to rise. And the way YieldMax ETFs work, they work off of options trading. They get a little bit of income from there. Then they get some from the treasuries. Just go check them out. But here's the thing. You don't like 8%? You don't like 10%? You don't like 15%? Okay, how about 17 or 25 or 35 or 45 or 50%? YieldMaxETFs.com. All right, go over there and check it out. Okay, Brian P., Mr. Dividend says, we are making money in here. You're damn right. That's what we do. We got to talk about it. YieldMax is in the house. See, there we go. YieldMax in the house. You have to go pay attention to YieldMax ETFs. Go over there and show it. The other thing is this, real estate investment trust. We have to go with those as well. All right. Check out ORC. Make sure they're still going to give out their dividends. All right. Then go check out ARR, AGNC. Oh, did I forget to tell you, get that pen, pad, and paper? ORC. A is in Apple, G is in George, N is in Nancy, C is in Charles. ARR. I'm missing a bunch of them, but oh well. Just for giggles and grin, go check out IVR. All right. PSEC. P is in Paul, S is in Sam, E is in Eric, C is in Charles. All right. Go check those out. All right, Mo Better. Watch what the stocks do when 45 become 47. Dude, the stocks are going to do it regardless. I'm just explaining it to you. The only thing is the Federal Reserve reducing the interest rates, stocks are going to fly anyhow. If you include the upper middle class buster of tax cuts and tax breaks, well, it's going to be on steroids. Either way, the stock market is going to be breaking all-time record highs. But are you going to do it at the cost of your citizenry? Tax cuts and tax breaks is not good for the middle. Well, now it's going to be upper middle class. If you do that, upper middle class gets wiped out. Everybody has to make $200,000 or more in 3 years to survive. All right? So just letting you know, Mo, be careful what you wish for. How about these? Let's make Punta Cana builders great again. Now we're talking. That's what we're talking about right now. See, therein lies the situation right there. That's what we need right there. Imagine if you actually had Punta Cana and Dominican Republic builders who said, you know what, when we tell people that first phase is going to be done in 2.5 years, it's going to be done. Well, we do have a builder that I'm excited about, but unfortunately, they don't have other than 2 projects done. So, yeah, they've been on time within their 3 months after delivery date. All right, yeah, but we don't know what's going to happen on a bigger project. That's the only thing, and it's not going to be. We won't know for another 1.5 years, almost 2 years, unfortunately. But we may have some few on the right track that can make something other than just a condo and a pool. All right, so we'll see what happens. But I like that. I like that. E. White is in the house. Another superstar investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with that icon I humbly appreciate. And he says his tagline this evening, good evening, SSN family. I'm here for the Monday night live stream. Hit that like button. He gave it a 1 piece. I love it. Thank you so much, E. White. I appreciate it. And Mo Better says that Victor, good one. Let's make Punta Cana great again. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Hey, I like that. IEP. Thank you so much, Brian P. IEP. Thank you for that. And IWMY. And yeah, these are stock symbols, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Oh man. Oh man, no way. What is this? Okay. Victor Morrell, don't count Bitcoin or Ethereum out yet. Oh, we're not counting them out. They're on the track. It doesn't matter. They work the same way. The same reason people, when the Federal Reserve reduces interest rates, the same thing happens. People are cashing out. Their house went up, they refi, or they sell. They have an extra, 20 G's, 30 G's, whatever the case may be, 200 or 300 G's for that matter. Could be 600 G's. They say, okay, let me get me some Bitcoin. Let me get some crypto. So the crypto market starts shooting up. So Mo Better talked about what a president could do: tax cuts, tax breaks. When you do that, that's more money in people's pockets, and you still have the steroid effect for the Federal Reserve reducing rates. So once again, which way are you going? You're going to detriment of your middle class now? I mean, upper middle class, because that's what tax cut, tax breaks are going to do. It's going to fuel your buying spree. It's going to fuel everything rising that are assets. So, hey, all of it will be off the charts. And like I said, 3 years from now, though, no matter which way it goes, it's either 3 years or 2 years. Because if you throw in tax cut, tax breaks, it's over in 2 years that prices are going to be off the charts. I'm just saying. BTC projected to be over 100K next year. We need a president crypto friendly. Okay. Crypto, I think they're already crypto friendly. It's not going to matter. I don't know if you saw the memo. Let me see if we got it. Let me go check. What was there was some law that came out, right? I don't remember what it was. Yeah, financial innovation, technology, 279 to 136. Yeah, there's a new bill that came out, or it's going to go to the Senate, right? Yeah, that's it. I don't know if it got passed yet or not. I thought it did. In the House, it got passed. So yeah, they're working on it. So this obviously will fuel the crypto markets once it hits the Senate and once it comes official. That could be a year and a half, 2 years from now. So yeah, this prediction about 100K next year, it's going to come regardless. In a year and a half, when the House does this, well, they'll probably take it up. I don't think they're going to take it up this year. They might take it up sometime next year, a year from now. So yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I agree with this because there is already a bill that's already passed. So it's going to happen. We'll see who's going to take credit. We'll see who takes credit for it, but the bill's already passed the House. So now it's going to come to the Senate. They're going to tweak it a little bit. So yeah, probably about a year. It should pass in some way, fashion, or form. Should be good. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, Victor, I've been loading up on BTBT. Okay. I'm not familiar with BTBT. Aquila Dene, but it says Aquila Dini. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Hello, all. Hello to you. Somebody, some young lady that I love has a similar name, close, but just not. That's not it. Victor Marrero. Once again, at Mobetter. Yes, Bitcoin over 20% return in my portfolio by just buying every day. DCA on steroids. Exactly. We made this decree a year and 3-4 months ago, I believe, where it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, because those are the big dogs. We can live with 15 to 20% increases. And then when the big boom comes, when the United States, first of all, United States and the Eurozone, two biggest markets, they're the consumer nations. Well, used to be, still are. Once these crypto like Bitcoin, it's be meandering 60, 70. Okay, great. If it starts doing the thing that it used to do, 75, then to 80, then to 85 in a short period of time, then everybody starts buying, which makes the price go up. When you have a law that comes out, people are going to start buying. So now people have money because the Federal Reserve is going to reduce interest rates in about 45 days or less. So that means people are going to have money. They can tap stuff because assets are going to go up in value. So now they can take out whatever they want from stocks, from homes, from their business, whatever. So they can just buy. And then Michael Saylor, his MicroStrategy is actually buying tons of Bitcoin. Mo Better E White, what's up, bro? All right, Aquila, what's up, bro? Eric, check out BTBT. I'm not familiar with BTBT. Never heard of it. Let's go look. BTBT. Every now and then we do the side tracks. Bitcoin mining. Let's go. Bit Digital has 38.81% upside. Strong buy based on 3 buy ratings from Tip Ranks. The average price target for Bit Digital is $5.83, so it must be lower than that. Who owns BTBT? Bit Digital, NASDAQ. 38.4 institutional shareholders. Oh, I wonder who it is. Here we go. The usual suspects. BlackRock is the largest individual Bit Digital shareholder. Of course they are. You knew it was going to be BlackRock, Vanguard. I don't know who the rest are, but BlackRock is mentioned. So Vanguard probably owns some too. So there you go. BTBT is actually on the stock market. And it's $3.94 right now. All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. They're giving it a price target, $3.94. Let's go fluctuates. Was it $2.50 just a month ago? So somebody, hold on, let's do it. 62.5 in 1 month. Is that what it is? 62.3. There it is. So what do they do? This is where I was saying the highest analyst price target is $6. The average price target 40 to 50% increase. Okay. There you go. You see what these guys are saying. Golden projection is currently 58.63. Assuming that Golden Bull shares. Oh, never mind. Forget that. That's Golden Bull. It's not BBT. $6 2024. Pay dividends. Of course not. You don't have dividends from crypto. Okay. There we go. Mo Better trying to give some people some love in the NASDAQ space. That is an actual stock. I thought that was a crypto symbol. I am the one who bought in Ziba. Okay, Akali. Denny. Okay. Well, give us an update on your Ziba. What's happened since 2021? I know some things that have happened. I want to hear it come out of your mouth. Let me hear it come out of your mouth. I want to hear it. All right, Mo Better, mining stock plus an AI play. The mine, Ethereum, and they also a strong AI stock. I'm just saying you should check it out. They got a lot of upside. First of all, the magic word BlackRock, and I'm pretty sure Vanguard and those guys are involved too. I just didn't go down the list. In fact, hold on a second. Let me go. Wait. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, this would be laps the stock market. Here's why. Okay. Okay. Let's go see if they say there's Zacks. It has a BlackRock is the top stock or the stock top shareholder is BlackRock. So that's a good sign. All right. Like I said, all the big boys, they're usually you can take flyers. It's $3.48. That's all it is. So that's a pretty good play. Mo better bringing some juice. He's bringing some heat, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, let's get back to the topic at hand. Will it matter who? Uh-oh. I think I might get disconnected. We're talking about stocks here. We may get disconnected. So if we do, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Whenever I see this happening, whenever we start talking about things like certain stocks, crypto, things of this nature, interesting things start happening. All right, I'm back for now. There we go. I've been buying since $22.21. That's great to know. I think it's going to 20 easily. Yeah. Do your homework. No, I agree. First of all, BlackRock co-signed 9% of shares is owned by them. That tells you something in itself. BlackRock, $1 trillion company, fund. These guys, trillions. These guys have their hands. You can buy with Fidelity. You can buy anywhere. It's on NASDAQ. BTBT, that's right. So that's pretty good. I thought it was a crypto coin or something, but I'm happy to see it's on NASDAQ. I'd rather it go that way. Do your homework. That's what you have to do. You got to study, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are once again with the subject at hand. Does it really matter who has the presidency, Mo? It's not going to matter. The law's already been passed. Interest rates by the Fed's going to be reduced. People are going to have equity on the stock market, which they already do. And they're going to have equity in their real estate portfolio. You're going to have dividends coming in. So now you have disposable income where people can actually buy or get loans to buy, like a lot of people do with stocks. Buy this type of stock because all the analysts are going, it's going up another 50% from this number to $6. That's what some of the analysts are saying. BlackRock's in there. BlackRock is in, 9% top shareholder. That means you need to check it out. There's going to be other names, I'm sure as well for the shareholders of. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a few things here. LJ Mitchell, Joel Nolasco. I see you on Instagram. Thank you so much for being in the house. Appreciate it. All right. On the Money Making Monday live stream. You can buy with Fidelity. Thank you so much. And probably a lot of other places. It's a big time. BlackRock is behind. They love it. Okay. So back to the presidency for your financial future. So we have good news for you. The good news is it's not going to matter who the president is with regard to financial freedom. All right. I'm just going to say that. The only way you can be stopped is if you can't buy stocks, you can't buy real estate, or you can't start a business or buy a business. That's the only way you'd be stopped. And if you can't do social media and make money from social media. All right, let's just call it what it is. Imagine if social media said no more, there's no way you can make money from it. There are so many people that's on social media making money. That would be crazy, right? And now you have to get a regular job. That would be insane. And who knows, it could happen with AI, right? That's why you should always pay attention. Look around. Just don't stay in focus on one thing. You have to learn about artificial intelligence now because they're starting to do crazy. In fact, it's getting crazy already. AI to determine what your insurance is. This is getting crazy. AI to determine if you can get loans. AI customer service. PayPal's been using AI for a year. I got locked out in the last year probably 2 or 3 times over BS. And it has nothing to do with anything. Nothing happened. A guy that I normally get payments from, we pay each other back and forth. He just paid me. And the next thing I know, I can't withdraw. I'm like, what's going on? AI thought there was some problem. We can't do it. We can't override it. You have to wait for another 24 or 2 days, whatever they say. I'm like, you're joking, right? You're joking. You see me and the guy been doing business like for 3 or 4 years. And we each have the same accounts. It's going to the same accounts that's already been verified from 3, 4 years back. All of a sudden, that's going to be suspicious. Falls within the same range of money that we normally deal with. What's the problem? Well, AI said there's a problem. We can't override. I can't believe it. It's already happening. So this is what's going to happen in the future. BT, a software company out of New York, engaging in BTC mining. Performance 1 month, 49.43, 6 month, 55, 5 year, 46. You can buy with Fidelity. There it is. All right. Kayla Dene. Well, to be honest about Ziba, I just received a notice that I should be looking for my end financing because they are 95% done with my unit. Good. Good. All right. So are you going to let the people, let us all know? We'll go back through, let them know what you bought, how much you bought it for, and what are you going to do for delivery? Have you already started checking out the banks there? Because you're going to be limited. Or you have enough to pay cash. And if you haven't gotten a bank there, you need to get a bank right now. Well, need to start talking with some banks right now to find out what you're going to have to do. All right. So let's hear it. Oh, wait, here we go. Already, originally I paid $148K. Oh, had the sweet deal. Look at this, $148K for 3-bedroom villa attached townhouse. Okay. Here's what I like. Let's see. They tried to increase the price by 15%. I wasn't going to tell people that, but he's correct. About a year ago. But I had put a maximum of 5% in my contract, so the contract moved to 157.5. Congratulations. Well done. See that, ladies and gentlemen? He did what you're supposed to do. When you get contracts, whether you have an attorney or not, you're supposed to say, I need flexibility. I don't believe you. You don't say anything in here about price increases. And if you do, I want to put a cap on it. If you don't put a cap on it, I'm not buying. I love it. All right. So, damn. Now the question is going to turn out to be, how much is it worth now? Wow. Very nice. I already paid about $70K so far. It appears that they have been using cheap looking finishes in the units. Oh, I believe IKEA. So I'm not really happy about it. Oh, yeah. No, that is not good. Did you buy with furniture? It doesn't look like it. Who are you financing with? Which bank? What interest rate are you getting and for how long? Ooh, Victor Marrero, he's stepping into the pot here. He's stepping in right now. If he has to do this year, ooh, this isn't going to be good. This is going to be ugly. Why I'm saying this, I can't sugarcoat. The guys who came to the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, we have an in December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th who came in May. We had a banker there. This is what we do at the Investors Forum. We had a banker come from De La Horo. I can't even. That's even my bank. Jeez, I never can remember the name. I just call it Banco de Horo. It's called Banco Lopez de Horo. The official name. I always called it Banco de Horo. Okay, Banco Lopez de Horo. All right, he came in, talked with us, and then he said the most disgusting thing ever. Sure, we have adjustable rate loans. Okay, we're Americans, most of us that were there, and I'm thinking adjustable rate loans. In America, you're going to be 6%. He says 12%. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14%, depending on what you do. If you're going to have a fixed rate for 1 year, 1 year fixed rate, how much is that? Oh, well, it depends. Peso account, USD account. It could be like 9.5, 10% fixed rate for 1 year. After that, it turns into an adjustable rate loan. Well, what is that? It could be 12.5, 13.5. It's like, oh, I don't think loans are going to work at this bank. So when we go in December, we'll see if anything changed, but we'll have to have another banker come in as well. Because you know banks are going to change when interest rates are reduced here in America. All right. So Victor Morrell is asking the $1 million questions. Victor Morrell, to be honest, I do not remember. I believe they were going to put some stuff in there. Got to pull out the contract. Aren't you going to, you're going to probably have, it's a townhouse. So you're probably going to have cabinets, right? You're going to have an island. I should pull up the Ziba. I haven't. The island, you should have the bathroom and the fixtures should be in there. But this IKEA thing, man, that's don't even talk like that. Don't even talk like that. I am going with Scotia. Okay. 8.5%. I believe that's a USD account then. But the question is, Kayla, what is it? Are we talking about 8.5% fixed rate for how long? Is it the 3 or 5 year one and then it's adjustable thereafter? Is this the 15-year fixed? Which one are you going to be able to get if you know already? Let people know, because you have to understand we have people listening from Dominican Republic. Hopefully they're listening tonight. I saw Mr. De La Cruz was here, so somebody from DR is listening. So let people know if you know already. Scotia Bank, that's who I need to come in next, because he's correct. It is 8.5, but it's not like in how many years? Do you have a better bank for me at Victor? No. I shouldn't have said that. He may have a better bank, but 8.5, my man, is about the lowest you're going to get on the island. But is it 10 years? Is it 15 years? Is it adjustable down the line? That's the question. And is it peso or USD? Because we understand USD is supposedly a lower interest rate. I would appreciate it. No, man, that's about the lowest you're going to get. For an investment property, 8.5 is real good. Exactly. Is this fixed? If it is, that may change way we close, or way I close. Yeah, I want to know what it is too. Okay, here's his gift. Me and my wife purchased the property, and she is Dominican. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Banco Lopez de Haro. Yeah, I never remember the name, man. It's my bank. I don't even know, man. I just go Banco Haro, and they go Banco Lopez. The Banco Haro called, and the dude said something like, "Hey, this is Banco Lopez," and I was like, "I think you got the wrong number." I think you got the wrong number, man. He's like, "No, this is BLH." I'm like, "Oh, Haro." He's like, it was funny as hell. But anyhow, all right, Zeba. It comes with white lines, Eric. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're right. They had the furniture. I mean, the kitchen, so it should have that, and the bathroom, and the other bathrooms, and the sinks and the showers. So you should be good. The only thing you have to do is buy furniture. But the good news for him is, well, something he can't do in America, he would be in heaven, because his $157,000 townhouse is probably now in the 300,000s. In America, he'd be able to be like, just give me 250, and that's where I'm talking about what Americans would be able to do in like 2 years with their homes. They'll be saying, well, my house went up 250,000. Let me take some money out and go buy something, buy another asset. But I'm more interested in this 8.5. This 8.5%, we need clarity on this. Are you saying Scotiabank gave you 8.5 for how long? Fixed. How long? 5, 10, 15. Which one? That's what we want to know. 8.5. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to do some mathematical equations here. So 157 minus 70, that's 87,000. Okay, and the other thing is this, because there's parameters. So I'm going to give you Banco Lopez de Haro. When he came in, he says, we only go by the appraised value or contract value, whichever is lowest. So they'll only give a loan for 87,000 at Banco Lopez de Haro. All right. So that was one of the things. Banks in the DR give a lot of credit when you have an established relationship with them. My wife is also Dominican, and her brother does a lot of business with Banreservas. Okay, now we're talking, Victor Marrero. That's what I like. Banreservas is another good bank. There we go. I'd like to hear that. They also opened a branch here in New York City. Yep. I actually have Banreservas as well. You're not going to get better than 8.5 from Scotia. Exactly. That's the lowest rate you're going to get. I agree. At least that's what we thought. But we want to know, is it 8.5 for how long? Because like the other guys, they have low rates, but they're like for 1 year, for 3 years. That's it. Then after that, they jack it up, goes adjustable. So I want to hear. I hope Kaylee didn't go. I want to hear if it's 8.5 for how long. That's the magic question right there. And I can't remember Scotiabank. I knew it's 8.5. I just can't remember what their program was. Okay, hold on. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go over here and tell everybody I thank them so much for being here. And what I'm going to do is something, Scotiabank, Dominican Republic, home loans. Oops. Loan rates. Wait, they have that? Really? Ah, here it is. Okay. Look at this. On the internet. Oh my God. Look at this. Okay, hold on. Let me put this on screen so everybody can just see it with me. They can see it. Uh-oh. Some things have changed, ladies and gentlemen. If this is true, it's starting to be good. Okay. 1 year, 7.25. 3 years, 7.95. 5 years, 8.5. So does that mean 10 years is, 5 years is 8% fixed. So does that mean 10 years is 8.5? Come on. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, why I had to put this on the screen. Look at this. Loan to value of 70% of the property's value up to USD. 65% for properties valued between. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is Dominican Republic. I was thinking it was Canada. Uh-oh, here we go. Looks like Scotiabank is acting like an American bank. We got to have the banker come in September. Oh, yeah, we got to have the banker come in September and check this out. From Scotiabank, we got to have a little conversation. Because if they start doing loan to values, it's a wrap. Uh-oh. It's a wrap. That is funny. Good God almighty. I got to do something. I didn't pay for the hosting. That's interesting. Okay, here we go. Scotiabank, special offer, pre-approved project with fixed interest rates, 3, 4, 5. This offer also has a term of up to 25 years for amortization and allows for up to 70% financing. Oh, we have something going on here. This is good. So if they do this loan to value of 70% of properties, then he's in good hands. Let's see here. 157 times 70%. 109,900. So it looks like he's covered. Him and his family's covered, so he can finance it. And they're talking about doing amortizations for 25 years. Oh, yeah, we got to talk to these guys. This would be heaven sent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this changes the game. If this is true, loan to value versus the appraised value. After the initial period, rates change annually as determined by Scotiabank. Oh, it's adjustable. Okay, so the first 5 years, you can have a fixed rate. After the initial period, rates change annually. That's adjustable. So that means we jump into the double digits. 11, 12, 13%. Is that what we're saying? But I like it. Let's see what we got. Yep, let's see. That's the best rate. Exactly. I think will be hard for another bank to beat that. Exactly. 8.5 interest, even at 5 years fixed, can make a lot of sense as long as you pay it in full by then. In my case, it will allow me to invest the remaining balance money I have. So he does have the 8.55 years. So you don't have the adjustable then. So you're going to pay it off in 5 years. 5 years is that 60 months, right? Yeah, that's 60 months. Plus interest. It's 11. Okay, that's 11.66. And then you got to pay interest on it, which is $5,000 a year divided by 12,500. So yeah, you're gonna be around 1,700. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all, quite frankly. 1,700. Ziba inside Vistacana. Good job. Good job. I am only doing 5 years. Excellent. Nice payment. We have not got the term sheet yet, as we have just sent them our docs. Great. I sent the link. You mean via email? It is in the chat, Eric. No, you can't. You can't put links in the chat. You're going to have to, the only way you can leave links is you go to our WhatsApp group. You can leave a link. Or I'm going to put it in the chat room. Go over, sign up. I got to approve you. Or I'll do it in Instagram too, in case you guys want to come join us on the WhatsApp group. Again, if you join up and don't see anything, just keep in mind, everything that has been written before you sign up, you will not see. So if you see somebody comment and you don't understand what the hell's going on, that's why, because they may be commenting to somebody else that messages that you can't see above. So hopefully that helps you out. All right. Or you can send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow.com, support@stopstrugglingnow.com. All right. This is great info. I opened an account with Ban Reservists. If I had known, I would have opened an account with Scotiabank. This changed the calculation picture. Yes. I told you guys all along, we don't know what the banking situation is going to be from year to year. It's only going to get better. Why? Because America sneezes, rest of the world gets colds. They follow us. If we reduce the interest rate, then that means everybody else starts reducing it, even though it might be minor, right? But they start loosening up. Loan to value could be a thing. They start loosening it up. I was wondering which bank was going to do it first. And Banco Popular, remember, they started the 60% LTV like 4 months ago. And now Scotiabank, who's actually worldwide, they're way bigger. Well, Banco Popular is pretty big too. But those two make sense. They're not just on the island. They're around the globe. In, well, more than one country, let's put it that way. So Scotiabank is probably, they got their hands in a lot of countries. So they have more ways to fund. So I'm not shocked at this. I'm going to be happy about 2 years from now, a year and a half from now, when the whole world has reduced the interest rates and banks are looking to get off their money, being able to loan at low interest rates, which means they'll be selling a lot of businesses, properties, assets, apartment buildings, commercial buildings. I mean, that's what's going to happen, no matter who the president is. So that's what's so beautiful about it. All right, let's see here. Exactly. We are doing 5 years. Yep. Payments make sense at that rate. Damn, that's 8% for 5 years. Now you got me thinking I have to pull my calculator. Victor Morel, it makes sense. The reason why it makes sense, well, okay, in his case, it's only, didn't he say it was 70? It's 80,000. Anyhow, the payment is like 1,500 a month. Let's just say, worst case, 1,600 a month. It's going to cost him 2 G's maybe because of HOA, but somewhere between 1,800 to 1,600, I predict, with HOA. Well, actually, HOA should be $2 per square meter, and I'm pretty sure those are 140, 150. So that's 300. Yeah, it's going to cost them about $2,000 a month for 5 years. But then it's paid off. And the property value goes up. And in 5 years, I'd be willing to bet you that he can roll back in and refi it. I'll be willing to bet you. They're going to change their rules. They just need more inventory, stricter laws. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen 5 years from now. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, great. We're only doing a loan for $80K for 5 years. Yep. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so he's going to be paying about $2,000 a month with his HOAs, paying his interest, since it's not interest only. So there he has it. All right, he's already in. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, that's where you can put the link. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it. All right, so there we go. Now, another investor in the house in Vista Cana, Punta Cana. Let's see, what else can we talk about out here? Because will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial future? Yes and no. Whoever's in the White House, the train is already rolling down the track for an economic boom in America. Nobody can stop it. Well, I shouldn't say nobody can stop it. I mean, something dramatic would have to happen in order for it to be stopped. Somebody would have to do something really, really stupid. One of the presidents, they would have to do something really, really stupid. All right, that's what would have to happen. All right, Brian P. with the donation, $2. Thank you so much. We don't get many donations here. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I humbly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brian P. Mr. Dividend, for that donation. Thank you. Aquila, Victor Morel says 80K at 8% for 5 years. That's around $600 per month or a little less. That's a bicycle payment. Victor Morel, is that 8? No, 8%. 5 years is 60 months. So 60 months, he owes 80,000. Has to be more than 600. Doesn't it? Yeah, because he has to pay it in 5 years. 80K, and he's got 12 months a year. I think you did a just interest only. Is that right? Now he's got me curious. Let's go look. Let's go look. Mortgage. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this mortgage. Oh, wait. What's this? No, I'm not going to be able to do this mortgage calculator, am I? I don't think we can go down to 5 years. We'll see. 80,000. Oh, 5 year with an arm. I don't know what that means. What is this? I don't know what that means. So he's right. It's going to be. How is that right? Did I mess up somewhere? Let's hold up a second. What I did was 80,000 divided by 60 months. 1333. So I must be doing something wrong here. Because it does show. Okay, that's 15 years. Oh, okay. 700. Okay. Yeah, it has to be higher, but I don't know what this is. That says 586 with the 6-year arm. We're not doing a 6-year arm. Yeah, there's no way. Mortgage calculator. Okay. 80,000 borrowed for 5 years at 8% interest. Here we go. Let's see if it gives it to me. I can't get down to 5, so I will never know the answer. But I think it's more than 600. All right. Let's see. I messed up somewhere. We'll have to come back to it. Maybe somebody will help me out here in the chat room. Hey, Eric, check out your emails when you get time. Okay. Thank you, man. You are welcome. Mo says $14.40 a month. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then we got 300 in HOA fees. I was calculating with an arm. Yeah, that's what I figured, because that's what I figured. I was like, something's not right. Arm loan. Yeah, exactly. All right. First 5 years are fixed. After that, the arm takes effect. Yeah. He's got a fix, though, for 5 years. So he's going to be paying a little under $2,000 a month, I believe, after HOAs. Yeah, he's got the 5 years. Here we go. 1641 for principal and interest. There we go. And then HOAs. So it's 1941, I think. I think they're going to be $2 per square meter. No, it is going to be $2 per square meter, I'm sure, unless they raised it. So yes, he's going to be around $2,000 a month, as we were saying. 300. 1940 would be what it's going to be. So the question is, are you living there? Are you renting it out? What's your plans? This is real estate investment portion. Is the president, does it matter for this phase right here? It's not going to matter who the president is. He has bought his asset. He has a plan. Nobody can stop him. And if he lives there, it's a liability. If he doesn't live there and he's able to rent it out, then that is an asset. The question is, it's inside Vistacana. So the question really is, will he make his money? And is delivery in, let's call it 5 months, which sounds like it might be 6 months? That'd be very interesting. Let's see here. Let's see if I still have Zeba. Let's see what Zeba looks like. I don't have Zeba. Wait, we have Zeba. Hold on a second. I got several Zebas. Let's see. Some of the Zebas didn't show. They didn't show the. Let me see if they show the townhomes. Someone, oh, they do. I think they do. Apartment C, okay. Okay. What are these? Hold on. Okay. Looks like people are going to have a treat tonight because we have it. We have Zeba brochure, which will bring back a bell. Zeba brochure, if he's in Zeba 1, which I think he probably is. Here's the townhomes over here. Condos were over here. I see apartments. Oh, these are lots. 220, 120. What is this? It's in Spanish. Anyhow, this is Zeba. There's a golf course right here. Townhomes are in the back. Parking lot. Very simple. Pool. Lounge area. I think fitness room was in the backside here somewhere. Anyhow, that's where it is. But now he's saying they're using IKEA stuff. That's not what they're supposed to be doing. Here it is. 3 and 4 bedroom units. Here we are. 140 square meters. This gives you an idea right here. You're seeing what happened when somebody bought at Zeba. This is 140 or 124 square meters. Level 1, level 2. All right, there you go. And then the daytime, nighttime, 9-hole executive golf course is out front. Yeah, there's a little seating. Yeah, Zeba project was nice. Very, very nice. And then here's the dorms, condos. All right, that's a running around memory lane. Here we go. Now it's going to be very interesting. Now he sees the renderings from way back when and see what it looks like. I don't think it's finished. Location matters. They have a Zeba 1 and a Zeba 2, by the way. Jacuzzi, solarium. Yeah, I thought they had like a fitness center up here somewhere. I guess not. Let's see. I thought it was up here. Somewhere like in here. Huh. Okay. There was the plan back in the day. 10% down, 40% during construction, 50% on delivery. How cool is that? All right. Nanoska, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. All right. Let's go. I do not believe HOA is $300 a month. The only reason I say that is because of the $2 per square meter. That is kind of standard issue or standard. So I figured if you had 140 square meters, that's 280. And if it's still $2 or if it's 2.5, then it would be definitely 300. So let's call it 280. I think that's what it's going to be at 140. Let's see. He's saying they told me it would be 100 or something in that area. Please let us know. That'd be awesome. Not $2 per square meter. That'd be awesome. No, it's in your contract, actually. Whatever it is, it's in your contract. I didn't, just so to be clear, I don't want to alarm you. I didn't hear it from anybody. Traditionally, all the contracts say $2, $2.50, and now some even say $3 per square meter for HOA in your contract. Investment only, but obviously a place to go when I want. Okay, so you're going to do rent it out. Great. And I'm counting on having it rented at least 15 days a month for an average of $200 a night. Okay. All right. I can't say anything good or bad about that right now. I'm counting on having it rented at least. It's by the golf course. So you have that. That's one of the reasons people want to buy it, Zeba. at the price points of 157, 145, whatever it was. So that way, you know, you can rent for your 1%, 157, right? So you're looking for a 50% return. Let's call it 6 months from now. Vistacana will have their golf course, their Vistacana Beach Club, their fishing lake, and the fishing island club. They'll have the restaurant. They won't have the sports complex anywhere near done, but they do have horseback riding already. But that's pay for horseback riding. Everything I just mentioned was included, except for the fishing club on one of the lakes there. I don't know if that's included. I think that's a membership. But anyhow, that doesn't really matter. It's not really of any use right now. So the question is, can you rent for $160, $170, $180, $200 per night? That's the question. So you have to do your homework, right? Okay, 124 square meters. Then that would be 220. 248 if it's $2 a square meter. I should just hold on a second. I mean, I can find out. I think. Let me see. I might be able to find out. I might have a contract. I don't have a. I do, but it's an email. No, I don't have the contract. Thought I had the contract. Could have just looked it up, but it doesn't matter. It's going to either be 100 more or 200 and something more. Either way, if you got the 124 square meter one, that would be a little different unit. Let's see. I mean, I don't really want to go too deep in it because we're talking about, does it matter which president is there? This one's 124. Hard to see, really. Seriously. 124. Okay. Down, it's a townhouse. All right. Nicely done. Go upstairs. I like the half bath here. Beautifully done. Go upstairs. Hit the deck. Little desk area like over there. Come in. 1 bedroom, full bath. 2 bedrooms. Full bath. 3rd bedroom. Oh, sharing the bath. Sorry. Sharing the bath for the 3rd bedroom. The 2nd and 3rd share a bath, so that's 2. And then there's a half on the stairs. Very interesting. So these people get to come up here. Okay. That's it. Townhomes. Whoa. Okay, dining. What's the difference between the 140 is bigger? Oh, it's turned a different way. And there's a bedroom downstairs. Okay, cool. Zeba's rocking and rolling. This is what we talk about here. This is Money Making Monday. Pre-construction, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry to get in. You put skin in the game. But 2 to 3 to 4 years later, depending, when they deliver the unit, your skin in the game, like Kayla has talked about. Put down 70 grand, now owes 80 grand. They're doing 70% loan to value, apparently, at Scotiabank. That means he can get up to 90,000, but he's getting 80. Payments are going to be 1644 plus whatever the HOAs are, whether that's 1741 for 5 years. He owns it. The family owns it in 5 years for $1,700 a month. Is it worth it? Now, search the channel for Vistacana. You tell me if it's worth it. It's growing. Okay. Or Akali. I think it's Akali. Or you can rent it long-term for a period of the loan. This will have less wear and tear. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. By the way, it was supposed to be delivered March 2023. I know. What you're saying right now, it sounds like it's going to be delivered in the next 6 months. Yeah. 1.5 years over. Yep. 1 year and almost a half behind schedule. Yes. Because, there's no way. First, I can't be mad because of COVID. 2020, 2021 is when it came out. So they got delayed. So 1 year I get. That half part, that's a little hard to do. And now if you're saying you have to wait another 6 months, that's 2 years. Yeah, that's where I start. Yeah, that gets kind of edgy at that point. But the good news is the loan that you're getting now, I don't think was available 2 years ago. That's the good news. Because this loan to value thing is a new thing. It didn't exist. You would have had to, they would have came to you and said, we are only going to go 147. And then you find out you owe 157. Going by the contract is what they used to go by. So you would have, they would have said, okay, you got to come out of pocket the other, whatever, that 5% more. So this is great news. This is different from 2 years ago. This is different from a year ago because they didn't have loan to values loans. It was based on your contract. So this is great news. So it actually kind of works out, and you have equity as well. I don't know how much a townhome would sell for, but I think it's going to sell for over 300, right? I don't know. Inside Vistacana, townhome by the Gulf, I think they're in the threes. I know at Paseo del Sendero, trying to think. The one that's similar to this is in the threes. In fact, it's similar, almost same townhouse. Well, theirs is a villa or townhouse too. Same similar type setup. They're in the threes. I don't know if Zeba's in the threes. But anyhow, yes, Victor, yes, I will have to gauge what is best, but I am shying away from long-term rental because then I would not have continued access when I want to go there and relax. Good points. All right, so we'll help them out a little bit more. Welcome to my world. My project had delivery date of December 2021, and here we're granted covered delay by 2 years. We're supposed to close by July 2025. Hopefully so, Victor Morel. Victor Morel, you bought in Zeba too? No, he bought it Conarock Galaxy. Okay, so let's get into, it doesn't matter who the presidency is. We're going to have a rocket economy. All right, everything's in stone right now. The Federal Reserve, all they have to do is reduce the interest rates. The economy goes boom. If you do one side of the fence and says tax cuts, then the economy is on fire. But with that fire comes responsibility later. And that means your 3-year journey to $200,000 or $250,000 a month, if you work, is going to be sped up. You can't wait 3 years. If you get tax cut tax breaks and you want to add hot shots, it's going to be reduced to 2 years. You're not going to have much time. Home prices are going to rise 30%, 40% more than what they are right now. So that's $1 million territories for most places, 7, 8, 900,000. In order to qualify for that type of house, you have to make over $150,000 to $200,000. And then you want to live paycheck to paycheck? I don't think so. All right. So here's what we do. The next thing, we do some homework. Let's do some homework tonight. We do this occasionally whenever we get something that is fluid, something that's real, that's right now. Because no matter who the president is, nobody can stop you. It's your investment. Does not matter what happens within the realm of things, what a president does, whether it's tax cuts, tax breaks, whether it's Federal Reserve doing what they're doing, or whether somebody does something else. So what we're going to talk about here is we're going to go to Punta Cana. All right, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. What's happening? Why is this not happening properly? Okay, we're going weeks. See, we have a lag, huh? Okay. There we go. Punta Cana. I think we're going to go. I'm just going to go to next year. I won't go right now. I'll do it this way. You guys, let's go 24th, January 24th through January 31st. Guest, he's got 3 bedrooms, so that's 6. Sofa sleeper would be 7, 8. So I'll just go 6. Sleeps up to 6. Actually, sleeps up to 8, but I won't get into that. All right, let's go. Condo in Punta Cana. 3-level penthouse, hot tub, ocean view. Whoa, 361 per night in January. Okay, that's what it takes. Sheesh. 180 a night, ocean view. Okay, this is in January. This is high season. That's interesting. This one, luxury villa with pool and beach, 162 a night. Holy smokes. What's going on here? They're saying it's at the beach and it's available. Well, this is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, so this is also for everybody else, not just for one person. You have to do your homework, so then you'll understand how much you really can rent things for. This is interesting because this right here says it's at the beach. I haven't seen a beach picture yet. I mean, come on now. Is this in? I don't know where it is. Okay, I'm not going to click on it, but that is interesting. They said a beach. That's not by a beach, though. All right, that's not by a beach. All right. Let's see here. Villa in Punta Cana Village. 364 per night. That's hot stuff. Punta Cana Village is where the big dogs live. 700,000, $1 million, $2 million homes are in there. Gated community as well. This is the 325, 3-bedroom ocean view condo. Okay. The ocean views. Wait, what's this? In front of Playa, front of the ocean, 3-bedroom. Why is this? Okay, that's crazy. 132. Great. All right, let's get to the business at hand, shall we? Let's go. In case you don't know, Vista Cana is on this little turn. And it looks like we might have a couple places in here. Here is Bella Villa in Paradise. Don't know where that is. 688. Gemini Deluxe Villas. Okay. I think this is over. This says 8 bedrooms. Here we go. Let's see. Is this for real? Did somebody split a townhouse? Or is this really an 8-bedroom? Holy smokes. Okay, this is not in Vista Cana, I don't think. So, what I did, I clicked on another. I think they did do this. Yeah, they did. It's a townhouse. So they're claiming it can sleep up to 16 guests, which gets them that 688 per night. That's going to be a higher price. Gemini Villas, Twin Villas, it doesn't say where it is. Gated community is all it says. Oh, the Vista Cana community has an art. Oh, it's in Vista Cana. The Gemini Villas, 18 people, swimming pool, 5 beds, barbecue. Okay. That's why he's going to get the extra dollars. He spent the extra money. He bought 2 townhouses and calling that. So he's putting a hole in the middle. Interesting. To get his 700 per night. Okay. I like it. Can't say nothing bad about that. But there's nothing here. Oh, wait. Hold on. We have some more. Punta Cana Villa 211 a night. It says kayak. That's interesting. $340 a night for a villa for 6 people. Remember, we put in 6 people. This is looking good. This is looking good. Everybody in Vistacana, this is looking good. This is looking good. 177 Vistacana, 5 beds, 3 bedrooms. This is looking good. 3 bedroom inside Vistacana, 177 a night. Potentially bought this for 177 for sure. This is good. This is good. This is a little bit different layout, but it's not a townhouse. It says villa. But these prices are excellent, quite frankly. These are excellent. Excellent today. Happy to, 480. What is this? Okay, deluxe, private pool, rooftop with jacuzzi, 4 bedrooms. Okay. But 135. This is at Primavera 2, which is next door to Vistacana. So it's a different thing. So that's why these are 153. This is a good sign right here, ladies and gentlemen. In the 200s for villas, 213 for villas. This is a good sign. This is what we want to see. This is what I expect. With all the amenities. Oh, here we go. 98. Okay, this is different. 98. This is, I think this is Primavera. Yeah, I think that's Primavera. 181. Tropical Heaven Villa. Okay, so here we go. He's at the precipice of his number. He's at his 200. Vistacana, 178. This looks like a condo. Let's see. All right. If this can't, I don't think it's going to be a condo, but if it is, that would be one hell of a great deal. It says home. So 178, 181, 98, 167. Home Vistacana. This is interesting. So 181, 178, 200. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Okay. So none of these are by the golf course. Just saying. So he has a cachet when he says I'm by the golf course. So he should be getting what he thinks. It should be pretty close during prime time. $200 is not unreasonable. Not unreasonable at all. Let's see what happens when we do this. Not so prime time. And let's see if it makes a difference. Good news. No difference. This is the value of being able to buy. He bought his did you say 157? This is where we talk about here in the SSN Nation, 1%. That's what you want to rent it at. So if you bought it at 1%, AZ at 2, baby, welcome on Instagram. Nice to see you. So let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's see here. We got something else. Now that I wasn't looking at this. Gauge at best, shying away from long term. Okay, great. Welcome to the world. My project had delivery. Yeah, exactly. Victor Morel you bought in Ziba 2. No, bought Galaxy Project at Conner Rock in front of the Hard Rock Hotel. How's it coming out? Next year. I went there early last month. Like what I saw, it has come a long way since last year. Working all the building details will take the most time. Okay, Eric, you getting the summertime dynamic pricing for Airbnb? No. Eric, you got jokes. You said 98 must be Primavera. Yeah, it has to be. In fact, let's find out for sure. It doesn't make any sense to charge 98 when everybody else is at 160, 170, 157. Unless, of course, you're just trying to rent it out. Yeah, that's it, Primavera. You can tell. So, oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I'll just go show because, yeah, I got jokes. It's Primavera, man. Has to be. Makes no sense otherwise. Why are you going to go $70, $50, $60, $70 less than everybody else? And it has a fence right here, kind of like a giveaway. Let's see. Let's see what this place is while we're talking about it. This is 98. Oh, not in Primavera. That is in Vista Cana. Where is this? Oh, this can't be at Oasis del Lago. Seriously? What is this? What the? Okay, we got to read this. Mo Better is on money. He says it's not Primo. This is crazy. What is this? This is inside Vista Cana. They showed the beach. Okay, hold on. Let's go. We'll find it. I'll go to something else. This is interesting. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. This isn't Primavera. All right, let's go look. Can we tell where this is? This is interesting. $98 per night. And it's not in Primavera. That looks like a Primavera building. And this gate looks like Primavera, but it's not. There's the man-made beach. Okay, this is weird. Let's go find out where this is. Okay, but I love this because this also gets us into something different. Okay, let's see what they say. Says it's in Vista Cana. This is interesting. And they have 2 rentals, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, community, super safe, modern, quiet, the beach, but saltwater lagoon inside. It was a hit for all of us. Says it's inside Vista Cana. Don't know where. But then again, there are some areas before I showed up that Vista Cana sold out before 2020, 2019. They actually were selling in there years before. So this is something I've never seen. This configuration looks just like a Primavera property. That is funny. I can't tell where this is. I'm bugged now. Can't tell where this is. Anybody see this background here? That looks like condos. Where is that? Where is this at? Mo, $98 for this. I don't know who made this. This is interesting. Okay, now let's get down to the business at hand. Now that I'm having fun, we had to look, right? We got to go study. He's the only, or she, he or she's the only one that has under $100. Under 100 with a pool. Why would somebody do this? And as an owner inside Vista Cana, are you going to be mad? I'm asking for friends. I'm asking as an owner. Are you going to be upset? Okay, that's definitely Primavera right here. That is interesting. Okay. So there's now 86. Oh, downtown Punta Cana. So that's not going to work. Okay, that's it. 98. Okay, so 154. Why would somebody do 98? And I know a lot of people are real estate investors here. Everyone knows Victor Morrell actually gave the hint. Dynamic pricing. I put in November 15th through the 22nd, and this guy has his for $98. Everybody else is charging, well, 154 is the next lowest. Oh, but wait, 154. was 4 bedrooms. Yep, it's there too. The next person is 154. Here goes 100. Okay, new. All right. Here goes another person, 100. So now I can get more at Primavera. This kills me. That kills me. 165, 3 bedrooms. So we found 2 players for $100. All right. This is where you have to be savvy. What is this? Pool. Okay, near downtown, private. I can't tell where this is. Vistacana. This may be in that same location. Can't tell. Looks like the same outside picture. So we have 2 people inside Vistacana who said, I want to do 100 a night. How do you guys feel about this? If you are a renter at 211, 165, 181, 178, trying to meet the 1% goal, what are you going to do? Other people are saying, forget that. I'm going to rent my 3 bedroom at 320 a night. Okay. Another 167. Let me know what you guys think right now. I want to hear from the superstars in the house. Okay, let's go. That's racking Eric's brain. He can't figure out why someone would prove their villa like this. No, I'm not. I know why. I know why they're doing it. Well, we'll get to it. That's why I'm asking. What do you guys think? I know why people do it. That's the downside of no pool rental program. Someone in your project can do something like this and mess up your pricing. Mo says it messes up the pricing. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Because I'm going to give you my point of view. Because I've always been the one that does this. So I look like this, but you have to have something that backs it up. So here we go. I'm going to go look at this again. Let's go back. We got to do our critique, of course. So I'll go back. Let's do our critique of the spot. This is Real Estate 101, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter who the president is. All right. It's got a pool. It's got a fence. It bugs me that I don't know where. I didn't realize they had fences back in Vistacana, but I guess there is a spot. Very interesting. They don't really show much. They don't show outside. It's not ideal how they show this, but okay. Is that gas? Okay. Microwave, coffee maker, nice fridge. Okay. They have what you need here. This is what you're supposed to have, everybody. Looks like they have the white cabinets with the gloss on the glass or whatever they're using on the outside vinyl. Okay. Yep. Knives. Yeah, okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Kitchen table, done very well. And the place settings, very nice. Okay. Let's see. We got something else to deal with here. That's a big ass table in the middle of the room. Okay, a bedroom, nice size. Can't tell what they have in there, but okay. A little seating area, dresser. Okay, just what you need. Looks like not a king bed, but queen, maybe. All right, and this looks like king bed here and a full bed there. So that's how they're sleeping more people. And is there a dresser in here? That's not good. Okay, we need a dresser. I think there's a dresser there. That's a table. I guess they don't have a dresser here. Okay, no dresser. We're going to start seeing some cracks. All right, bathrooms are generally the same there. This is weird. Strange, small. Okay. All right. Fine. Interesting. Wash your dryer. Good. So this is two. Oh, now we know why it's that. It's 2 bedrooms. And there's something else too, Mo. Now I know why. They're definitely going to charge less. You notice their living room? I don't think they have one. That's what it is. This is supposed to be their living room, I think. And there's a chair back here. Yeah, this looks like dining room table with 2 chairs that you sit in. There's no living room here. That's what this is. It's a 2-bedroom unit. That's why it's $98 per month. So you have to go down. It's not a 3-bedroom. And it doesn't matter about the 2nd bedroom really, but the 2nd bedroom doesn't have a dresser. And yeah, this is why it's $98 per night. Some people may take them up on it. This is a 2-bedroom. Yeah, there's no sofa area or anything. Okay, this is not how you design your place, just so you know. All right, you got to have a living room area. Highly recommended. But I won't tear it down too much, but this explains it's a 2-bedroom. So I don't know. So they can charge whatever they want. Apartamentos. Nice to see you, MZ Holly, as well, on Instagram. All right. Okay, Mo, now we know. It's a 2-bedroom, first of all, so it's not even in our same ballparks. So here's what I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell everybody what the situation is. That's the downside of no pool rental program. Someone in your project can do something like this and mess up your pricing. Mo better. I'm not a fan of pool pricing. And this is why, quite frankly. Yeah, I know. I like that. $98 must be Primavera. No, it's a 2-bedroom. It looks like I don't know. That was a condo or something. That would make sense. Because it's not a villa. But they're sleeping 6 with a queen bed in one room, a king bed, and looks like a full size. To sleep 6, you're going to pay $98 a month. You have a nice dining room table area, but you have no living room. So it's kind of funky. So I don't look at it as a downside when you're not in a pool, quite frankly. Well, okay, there's a couple things. If you're going to be in a pool, then that means generally everybody has the same furnishings. So therefore they have the same unit. That also means if you're in the rental program, you can't just show up and use your unit, and you're not going to have use of your unit anytime you want. But that also means when you show up, your unit isn't available, then you're going to stay in another unit because all the units are furnished the same. So I'm not a fan of that. Mo may be a fan of that. So that's the first thing. The second thing, $98 per month, I'm happy. Because now that people see this, they're going to look at that and be like, oh, that's a 2-bedroom. And they're going to find out, well, wait, there's no seating area in the living room. So, okay, I want to pay $98 per month. I don't really care about that. I have chairs and I have a pool out back. And some people are going to say, hell no, man. I want a living room, dining room area. I want 3 bedrooms. So I'll pay the $150, $160, $170, $200. And quite frankly, my other thing is, like I was starting to say, I am the other guy. I'm the other guys. I'm these guys. I'm these guys. When I get back to the list, I am these guys. Why? Because since we're not in the rental program, I'm going to cede the $98 per night. We don't care about that because we're not even in the same game. They got a pool and it looks nice. We're going to cede that, and I'm charging $200, like this guy, $181. I'll charge $200. $199 is what I'm saying. So now Are we inside Vistacana just to make sure? Tropical Heavens. Yes, we're in Vistacana. So now I have 5-star reviews, 181 per night. I'm getting 90. What is that? 90? I think so. 188. So I'm getting $83 more per night. All right. And, oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on a second. Can't see it. Damn it. And it looks nicer. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, upstairs, downstairs. So clearly we have more rooms. 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, 5 stars. Cool. All right. Looks more comfortable. Now people say, okay, I don't have to stuff my friends into all of us into 2 rooms. We have 6 people. People say we have 3 bedrooms. Now everybody has their own bedrooms. Simple. We're going to pay the $83 more per night. Some people would say, no, Eric. Oh, this is private, so this doesn't count. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on a second. Filters. I didn't realize this was here. That's still here. Private pool. Okay. So 98. But see, here's the thing. He's got 5 reviews. The other person, 98, has a couple of reviews too. When somebody reserves that 98, let's just say it was a 3-bedroom instead of a 2-bedroom. Well, it's not even going to compare because nobody's going to do a 3-bedroom for 98. But nonetheless, let's just say somebody did. Here's what happens. Out of everybody renting, soon as somebody reserves this 98, it's off the table. And now that means, okay, it's gone. Now that's all there to rent is 167, 320, 181, 211, 165, 122. So I'm the guy that says I'm willing to take the 50% rentals, but I'm going to get my 1%. So let's say I bought it 180, 167. My rent's going to be this, at least minimum, probably about $20 more per night. So I'd be around 199. So I don't care about everybody below me because we're going to do, Mo, what you should do. Like I'll do the 320. I expect the 320 to look like this, look better, different furnishings, little open space. So you're going to do stuff like this. So I'm going to get more per night. I don't really care that 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people reserved all these units. Let's just say 98, 154, 99. They're all off the table. 91. Let's just say they're all the same. 144. That's only 6 or 7 units. 129, 282. Well, there's not that many. How many units are below 150? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All it takes is 4 people to reserve all those. And then after that, they got to play with me. 176, 284, 368, 455. Then you got to come play with me. So I don't care if 4 or 5 people book the lower spots. You give me my 200 because I actually have my place nice. In fact, it does depend on what the place looks like, but give me my 200 per night. 211 barbecue grill near the beach. It looks like 17 rentals at 211. See, this is exhibit A, B, and C. See, this place right here looks nice. Can still sleep 6. 17, 4.82. I don't know how long they've been on here, but all I'm saying is they're charging 211. The guy 181 has 5 rentals. The guy 154, 5 rentals. The person 98 is new. So you have a new person that Mo's talking about that just showed up. They're brand new. They're trying to get a rental off the ground. So they're doing stupid stuff. 5 rentals, 154. And we can't do that. New, so they're doing crazy stuff. 144 new, so they're testing the waters, trying to get their first rentals. 455 a night. Again, 3 bedrooms. 204 new. 129 no markings, so must be new. So again, people aren't renting these for a reason because they're not gone. So again, I keep telling people, don't fall for, I don't really care if 5 or 6 people are charging half my price, because as soon as those are gone, I'm going to tell you guys, Victor Marrero, I don't think he handles his rentals. I do. So when somebody calls me, or not calls me, but people text me on Airbnb, you know what they do? They do stuff like this. They go, hey, they'll send me a text. They won't really show me. They just send me a text and they'll say, hey, your unit is, let's just call it 199. And they'll send me a message saying, well, hey, I can get another 3 bedroom for this one here, 129 inside Vista Cana 2. And so I just politely send them back a message and I just say, you should reserve it. So they always ask me, will you match the other one? And so I just tell them, why don't you just reserve it? Because in my eyes, it's taking them off the shelf. So I try to get theirs reserved. So then the next person after theirs is gone, they're just going, well, the next ones are 199, 204, 284, 211. I'm not the highest, but I damn sure ain't going to be nowhere near the lowest. Because people start realizing, wait a minute, why is his unit more? And there's generally a reason why your unit's going to be more. It's going to be nicer. So I'm just saying, that's how I operate. I don't go for the lowest price just so I can rent, because you guys have to do a mathematical equation, right? So look, let's do it this way. This is where people, let me see, Google calculator. Let's see what we got here. Google calculator. So just remember, let's go with, I'm not going to take out anything. We'll just do 99. I'll stay with 99. Somebody does rogue stuff and they do $99 for a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath inside Vista Cana. They do 7 nights. That's $693 times, we'll say they have a management company, 0.75, $520. I do 199 times 7, 1393, and I'll do also the same thing, 0.75. Eeks, that's not right. 13, what was that? 1393 times 0.75, 1,000. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is this: the same, I can rent for half as much as the other person, 50% less nights to make the same amount of money. Less nights also means less wear and tear. That's what I'm trying to, so hopefully you guys understand. 520 versus 1,045 if we're doing apples to apples. So now when that guy says, hey, I did 21, what was that? 520 times 3. That's 3 weeks. 1,560 for 3 weeks. All right. And remember, 1 week out of the month, you get 1,045. So you're going to win no matter what, because now you say, hey, Eric, Okay, you get 1,045. And now let's just say I rent 199 and somebody stays like 4 days. Right? 796 times 0.75. Hey, what is that? That's not right. I blew it. Okay. Times 0.75. Reason why I did 0.75 is because of this. So that's 1597. We rented 10 nights. They rented 21 nights. We made the same amount of money. I don't need to meet the criteria that most people would have to meet, because once you start doing this, that means you're going to have to rent more nights. And you better hope that the place you're at can rent at 60 or 70%. Because if it can't do 70%, then the price that you're charging is going to be too low. All right. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. Carleone, some of you are real estate investors. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's go. He said the downside of no pool rental program. Yeah, I don't look at I don't care about the pool rental. I don't even want to hear about it. They're going for occupancy rate over price per night. Yes, exactly. But here's the thing. Even at the lower rate, you never know what your occupancy is going to be. That's the point. They're trying to go. They're trying. But that doesn't mean people are going to rent it. Because some people are going to say, okay, 98 per night, but it's not a 3-bedroom. I'm willing to pay an extra 50, 60 bucks or 80 or 90 bucks. Because now I have a living room and another bedroom and everybody has their own room. So that meets everybody has a bathroom requirement, because we're going to have 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths generally, right? So that's the fallacy that people do. They'll say, okay, I'm going to be smart ass. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm just going to go down to $100 per night while everybody's charging $200 and up per night. And everybody freaks out. All the other owners are like, man, he's taking our price down. I'm like, no, he's taking your price down. I said, I'm still charging the same amount. I'm not charging less. I don't really care, because I'm already charging where if I only get 1 week to 15 days, 7 to 15 days, anywhere in there, we still win. So just like Zeba right now, it's at the golf course. He's going to do 200 per night. But see, he has the thing saying I'm at the golf course. So now you're going to have people that are going to say, oh, it's by the golf course. I'm willing to pay because I play golf. Why are you going to cheat yourself out of money because the other fool over here is trying to do 70% occupancy rate? He might get his 70% occupancy rate, but that's a lot of usage of your furniture, your pool, filtering. You're gonna have to do a lot of stuff. They're going to pay for the housekeeping, your renters. They're going to pay for your electricity. But everything else, the upkeep, your whatever you have covering your furniture, your pots, pans, plates, and all that. Remember, all that is items used by your guest. Any deterioration in those items on their visit, they're going to leave a review. Not everybody leaves reviews, but I'm just saying, this comes back to haunt you when you have a lot of turnover rate and you don't have a professional situation. Victor Marrero, I'm going to use him again because he owns at Margaritaville. And Margaritaville has their own professional, everybody has the same furniture package. They have the same management company. They have housekeeping. They have to order their furniture package. In fact, if Victor Marrero is still here, how much is your furniture package? It should be coming up this year, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't this year 5 or 6? Something like that. 7? 7's the max. So how much is your new furniture package? So all that has to come into play, and his place is a high profile turnover. But guess what? You can't go down and buy that cheap ass furniture. They're going to buy quality furniture that costs more so it doesn't break down in 1 year or 2 years. So when you're doing this high turnover rate, just keep in mind, That means you might have to change your furniture more, pots, pans, glasses, dishes, and anything else that people are utilizing. Fixtures, everything. Remember, it's a whole different ball game when you're doing short-term rentals. It's not just like a rental for a house. And even then, I don't like those type of rentals, but I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. You have to be careful lowering your rate against dynamic pricing. You will not get the most desirable customer. It will cost you more to replace things plus the bad reviews. There we go. Victor Morello's been doing this a while too. So he's exactly right. This is what we're talking about. And here's the other thing. Dynamic pricing is key. So again, when there's some special event that's in the city, you can charge more money. Meanwhile, you might have a Yahoo like this still charging $98. So people come and book his up first. Everybody else, thank you. We get $250 a night. This happens. This happens in Avenue Plaza when I was with Wyndham. Our studio units, because I did timeshares, our studio units were $570 per week. All right. There's I can't remember. I think there's 40. Is it 45? I think there's 45 units, something like that. Avenue Plaza in New Orleans. Mardi Gras, prime time. So you always have out of 45 or 50 units, let's say, there's always some Yahoo that does this. It's Mardi Gras, and he doesn't do anything. He still charges 150, 140, 125 per night. Mardi Gras, you should be in the 300s. So this guy's doing like a third of the price, a little over a third. His get booked up fast. The other 20 people that are charging $299 midweek, and for like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, $349 to $399. That's what everybody's getting because the place gets booked up, almost 99% occupancy. So your place is going to get booked up. Meanwhile, the Yahoo who says, I'm going to get my place booked up real fast, all done. He just missed out on an extra $200 and some per night, $1,000. And so this is what I did is exponential. So that's why I always told you guys, if you can get more than one unit, like an E. White, Mr. De La Cruz, who was here earlier, now you have that primetime pricing for 3 units. So instead of $1,000, it's $3,000. So you don't really care about renting the whole week or the whole month. You're looking at like exponentially, you're still good. So not only did you get your $1,500 to $2,000 that cost you $570, I think it was $570. So you're talking about $1,000 for each one. That's your profit when somebody comes and rents. Meanwhile, the Yahoo got $400. Not profit, $400, $500 just to pay his maintenance fees. Maybe that's all he wanted to do. But meanwhile, the rest of me and my buddies, $1,000 per rental for a 4-night rental. All right. And sometimes more, it depends. But nonetheless, because they have one studios that have 2 beds so you can sleep 4. Those are the premiums. So you can get even more. You can be in the 400s. It's crazy. All right, just letting you know. So be careful about what Victor Morello is talking about during dynamic pricing. You have to play, if you're going to be in this game of short-term rentals, you got to play the game. You have to know when there's prime time. You got to know, like in DR, they have these like the thing that fascinates me is Holy Week. It's remarkable. 99% of all hotels are booked. That's their occupancy rate. 99% in April. Well, whenever the Holy Week is, the 2 weeks, it's insane. But short-term rentals on the outside, they're not 99%, which is the weirdest part right now, just for now. All right. I'm not a fan of the rental program. I just don't like people pricing their unit absurdly low next door to me. Mo, lose that mentality, man. Don't care. You shouldn't care. Because here's the thing. If you're in a project where you're creating your own space, it doesn't have to, you can rent it out and not have to be in the rental program. So the Avenue Plaza I just gave you an example of, all units are the same. So I don't know why an owner, when he sees, if he sees Avenue Plaza charging 400 and something per night, he sees online on Airbnb owners there are charging 300 to 399 per night. Why all of a sudden they're going to go, oh yeah, I'm doing 129. It's all like, no big deal. It's kind of, it's crazy. You do your 129. I'm looking at through everything on Airbnb. I'm like, everybody's in this range. So soon as somebody grabbed his, then all of a sudden other people start getting ticked, gone, because now they're like, well, there's no other option. If we get this, we know we're at St. Charles streetcar line. We know we can get into downtown. We know the Mardi Gras starts or ends here. So we're in the perfect spot. We can sit on the deck. We got our wristbands. So now you have more cachet because actually it starts and ends here. And you can just sit here and let it go by. But the point is, it makes you shouldn't care, because your unit is going to be either the same or better than the house. So if you have the freedom where you can rent, and that's a thing that's coming out now lately in Dominican Republic, you're going to have to make sure that the project you're in gives you freedom to rent yourself. Because if they don't, then we're in what Mo was talking about. Like at Cruise on Land, they started talking about a rental pool. And so now you can't do $98 per night for yourself. If you're in the pool, they're going to rent for you. But now for all the rooms that didn't get rented, you have to share. That's why I don't like it, because I got to share. Just I've been in places. That's what my timeshares are. All the units are the same, furnished the same. I don't really care, but why should I have to share with somebody else? That's all I'm saying. And why can't I just charge whatever I want? That's why I don't like pools either. So take it how you want. You can have a condo hotel if you like. There's Palace Suites downtown. A lot of these places are doing this pool thing. I would rather put yourself in a position just like Akeli. I can never get the name because I have Akela that I raised. And so whenever I see that name, she has an E instead of how you have it. But all I'm trying to say is you guys need to understand there is no set tones. Victor Morrell touched upon it and said dynamic pricing, that's a thing. Any prime time, Christmas, New Year's, that week, prime time, you charge more. If you're used to charging people $2,000 a week, then you need to charge $3,000. People will pay it. You may not like them reserving 6 months in advance. They might not reserve 6 months in advance. Maybe they reserve 3 weeks in advance or 3 weeks before. You can always reduce your prices as time gets closer, but you can't raise your price and lose and take money off the table just because what your neighbor's doing. Don't care about that. Once somebody reserves it, it's gone. Then your price shows. That's what you got to remember. All right. Also, Vistakana has so many different projects with so many different size units, and some lack certain amenities as others, that you are going to have drastically different prices. Exactly. And that is why you do what we were talking about Achilles, because he can tout on his right in front of the Vistakana golf course. Walking distance. less than 100 yards away kind of thing. So now the golfers pay more money traditionally for golf. So I would think after seeing the prices, he should be able to get 200 per night. In fact, I'm thinking I would be testing out the two closer in between 200 and 250. And I got golf. And hell, I can pull what Victor Morero was trying to do. I think it's $35 is what they were going to charge for a round of golf there. You can do crazy stuff. You could say anybody that stays like 3 nights, I got 3 nights or more, I give you 1 free round of golf if you want to. And then just charge them $250 a night. Even though that's, $140 out of your pocket. But I'm just saying, if you want to get creative, but I don't even like doing that. But I'm just saying, you can get creative with doing certain things, right? So you just got to be in the right spot. So when Chuckham, the condo hotel in Vista Cana is built, it'll be across the street from the man-made beach. People who have man-made beach views and can walk across the street to the Vista Cana Beach Club, what's that going to be worth? If you had something that can sleep 6. See, this is where this is going. And if these people are charging for 6 sleepers $150, $175, and $200 right now, and if they're actually getting it, which apparently they might be, this is a good sign for Vista Cana owners. Very good sign. Very, very good sign. Yeah, so it is going to be all over, Victor, Mo. The reason why it's going to be all over also is just what you said. Some people are going to have studios. Some people are going to have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms. Some people are going to have townhouses. Some people are going to have condos. Some people are going to have villas. And some people are going to be in Sabana that has the horses. Some people are going to be at Ziba 1, Ziba 2, which is by the Gulf. Or what's the other one? Tropical Suites, I think, is by the Gulf. Arco is across the street from Gulf. Those are condos. Some people are going to be like our own Mr. Cool at the Wave Garden. At the Wave, which is going to be right in front of the sports complex. All of that is marketable. So people are going to have choices at Vista Cana. All that people are going to say. Then people are going to say, well, you know what? It's worth me paying this much to be next to the sports complex. We are going to play basketball, pickleball, skateboard park. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's worth it, man. I'll pay the extra $50 per night. I'll stay there for a 1 bedroom at $150. Because all I got to do is walk right here. Why should I stay over here in Vista Cana and have to worry about transportation? Getting a scooter, having a car, getting a golf cart. Why should I have to deal with that? I'll pay the extra. I'm right here. Just like Chuckham. I'm across the street from the beach. I got a restaurant. I can go to the saltwater lake. I can go work out at the fitness place. Walk straight across the street. They should have a mini mart there. I don't know what time it is with that, but they should. But nonetheless, so all that has a value. That's all I'm saying. E. White, he owns it Riviera Costeña, Urbe Lux. The second man-made beach is a walk up the street. And they have amenities inside both of those projects. So that has a value. So everybody that just has a pool in the backyard and it's a townhouse or a condo, now you're going to have to deal with what is your rental rate going to be when other people are saying 100 yards from the second man-made beach or 50 yards, whatever it is. And these other amenities, mini golf and swim-up bars and restaurants and, kids' video game area. That's Riviera Costeña. And more. Swim up on the bottom floor. A 1-bedroom swim up, actually. What's that going to be worth? And have all these other amenities. Sports courts. Mini golf. What's that going to be worth, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's almost midnight. Let's see what we got. So that doesn't surprise me. No. Okay. Dominican government decision to begin the bidding process for the Amber Highway construction. Yes. This major project aims to connect Santiago with Puerto Plata, reducing travel time to just 20 to 25 minutes. Are they serious right now? Are we serious right now? That's major. That's major right there. Jarabacoa. Jarabacoa, ladies and gentlemen, in the mountains. Wow. This will be great and provide new investment opportunities for the eastern side of the island. It's Jarabacoa. We already talked about it 2 years ago, year and a half ago. 2 years ago, there's a project at Jarabacoa. It's probably sold out because they probably knew about this Amber Highway, which we did not know about. But I did feature it here on the channel. The prices were great. I don't know what they are now in Jarabacoa. They're probably still great because it's still in the mountains. So there you go. And it's on the way to Puerto Plata, which makes that very, very interesting. That little corridor now becomes something that's kind of cool, especially in the mountains for that mountain retreat in the summertime heat. That could be great. Thanks, E. White, for that information. I have to add that into the Dominican Republic Weekly this week. So thank you so much. Over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, old man is taking its toll. The old man thing has arrived. I was in pain. I had some ache underneath my armpit. I'm thinking like Red Fox used to be on Sanford and Son. Oh, the big one's coming. Oh my, the big one. Is this the big one? That's what I was thinking. I was like sitting there like, damn, this is like, I was the way it was moving, it felt like it was moving. The pain was moving across my chest, but it luckily wasn't. But that's what it felt like. Couldn't sleep for 2 days. So Friday night was fine. That's why I was online because I was in pain if I laid down. Saturday, pain. And then 4 days later, finally got some sleep. I guess I had inflammation. Everything is fine. But these things that are happening as I get older, I'm just like, what the hell's going on? I never had this before. Just little things every now and then. But we're back to normal. So my body was just like, tap, tap. Hey, we got a problem. You better do something. Go see the doctor. We just gave you a warning. We give you warnings. Go see him. Sheesh. My God. Crazy stuff. All right. I want to thank everybody for being here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We got off track slightly, but will it matter who wins the presidency for your financial freedom? It does not. As long as you know what's coming ahead, you can make plans now. So again, I've talked about this for the last 2-3 months because your financial survival guide number 2, and always you need assets that are going to pay you. There's no other way around this. The next 2 years is going to be very critical for everybody. No matter who the president is, unfortunately, the middle class wipeout is going to happen. Is it going to happen in 2 years or is it going to happen in 3? But you can get started now. And also, if you want to come to our December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Punta Cana Investors Forum, that's where we talk about real estate. We talk with lawyers. So you can get information. Notice how you said plural. So 2 lawyers on the first day. So if you have questions regarding anything, ask them. No additional cost. Just ask. All right. If you want to start a business, if you want to find out about immigration, if you want to find out about residency, if you want to find out how to do a holding company, if you want to find out how to get an SRL and do stocks and have stocks and all that, ask it. They're there. How long? Could be 30 minutes if nobody has questions. Could be an hour and a half. Could be 2 hours. Just never know. Second day, December 3rd, we go around to other projects. Just never know what projects are going to be new 3-4 months from now. All right. Just keep that in mind. Third day, we could go see other projects. Third day could be going to banking, to the bank, because if you want to open an account, you need to get in touch with me before you come. So then we can have Gressa at Johan's office, get all your paperwork so you're approved upon arrival. So then that way, while you're there, you can actually go sign up, because if you're not approved ahead of time, you're going to spend 5 to 6 hours at the bank. And even then, you won't get approved. You'll have an account later. Who knows when later is? Could be 3 weeks. I checked Banco de la Horo. It took them 1 month because I didn't want to go through Gresha. I want to see what happens if you just do it normally. 1 month to open my bank account. 3 months to get this beautiful card. Yeah, 3 months. I love this card. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen. It's beautiful. All right. I can't show the number, but the colors. It's the most beautiful card. 3 months. Crazy, right? Crazy. But nonetheless, that's what we're talking about here. And it's $199 per person. There's 3 spots left at the $199 price. So you go to ssnlifestyle.com or you go to our WhatsApp group if you want to find out a little bit more. All right. This will be great and provide new investment opportunities for the eastern side of the island. Yes. As I mentioned before, thank you, E. White. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I had to go off track because this does not have the presidency, does not matter. Your financial freedom is right here, right? You can do any of the things that we talked about, the stocks, the real estate, starting a business. And when you get real estate, you are starting a business. Better to have an asset that increases in value. You can borrow against it, or a group of assets to borrow against. It's always better to have assets, all right? So keep that in mind. I am a broker in the DR. So if you're interested in any real estate, pre-construction, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, then I can help you out. I can also help you if you're just looking for property, real estate. So either way, I'm a broker with several organizations there. My SSN Lifestyle, SRL, is what my company is in the Dominican Republic, just so you know. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but before I leave, I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support over all these years. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like what we've been talking about, no matter where you are. Wherever you're listening and hearing this live stream, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow, whatever the case may be. That would be greatly appreciated. And you can always hit me up at support at stopstrugglingnow.com. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. You can also hit me up at support at ssnlifestyle.com as well. But the main one, support at stopstrugglingnow.com. Urge, Actul, Carleon Tafari. Welcome on Instagram. So I want to thank everybody. I'll see you guys on Wednesday at 8:50 p.m., Friday at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:50 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday night lives are only open to members with the icon in the chat room. Everybody can watch like you did tonight, but only members with the icon in the chat room can be there in the chat room like you see tonight. All right. And with all that said, make sure you stay safe out here. There's a lot of people under stress and duress. And make sure you keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.